And
Let me
we
know when we're
are
live.
we are live. Hello
Hello,
everyone.
everybody.
We're going to be doing more Goldfinger 64. I can't get over how they screwed up this interface so bad on YouTube. I'm having trouble tweeting the link out.
Want me to send a tweet?
Nah, I got it.
Alrighty.
I'm lying in this bed of cables and wires trying to get this all set up, and it's not. It's barely working. Okay,
Does it look like the scene in Serial Experiments Lane?
not quite that bad.
Okay, so it's a bit less severe than that.
Yes, thank goodness. Oh, X0XL is joining us. Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Hey, X-Zero, how's it going? Too lewd, X-Zero. Too lewd.
I can't get over how long some of these load times are.
As long as it runs.
I'm actually going to replay Miami really quick, just because Dan didn't get to see the end of it last time. And now I know what
Now
the
you know
heck
the
I'm
process.
doing. Yes.
Excellent.
So, I needed to actually, follow the movie script and talk to Felix, and then the plot would actually progress. So let me go do that.
Alrighty.
See, Objective A, meet Felix. The game even tells me what the fuck I did wrong. So, this was at the end of last stream, so I'm just gonna go over...
Felix, why are we... Meet Felix, why are we meeting with Claude's wife? Or husbando, I guess I should say.
Both of those are inaccurate, and you know it.
No, only one of them is inaccurate, and I know you like Phoenix as a husbando, so don't even lie, boy.
Quit lying, Templar.
Oh, you two. You're like an old married couple.
Oh great, this again.
Maybe Claude is the one who keeps adding to it by constantly denying it. It makes me think he just doesn't want to admit that he likes Felix because he's afraid Rain will think less of him.
What?
This level has a horrible, horrible frame rate. Let's see if I can find Alex.
Rain is correct that Felix is trash, though.
Is that him over there?
Har. Well, here's the thing, Puka. Your frame rate's shit because your computer is shit.
I'm playing this on a real
He's playing on real
N64. I don't
hardware.
think my computer's performance has anything to do with the N64's frame rate.
Well, there's also your problem. I'm willing to
Are
bet
you
it's
trying
the
to say that
freaky
Nintendo 64 is outdated hardware?
Come on, it has like a 96 megahertz processor. That's state of the art, man.
I'm gonna say that it's Nintendo, and if Switch is any indication, expect non-standard hardware that doesn't behave like how you expect.
Now I'm gonna actually go see Goldfinger play cards. Like I'm supposed to. Did I miss the dialogue? I missed the dialogue. Oh well. Let me go enjoy the lovely amenities provided to me by the hotel. I'm gonna go get a drink at the bar.
Alrighty. That sounds like an excellent plan.
Oh, he's not gonna do it? Usually he says a line here. Alright, well anyway, I've completed Objective A, now I can go shoot everyone. You notice that the level's a lot more fast-paced when you actually do what the mission briefing tells you to.
The guy at the bar didn't talk this time?
Nope, he didn't.
Oh well.
Q, would you like to be in a short film?
Wait, what?
Would you like to star in a short film? You wouldn't have to like appear in it, just your voice and your persona.
Depends on what it's about. I have no objections to doing a little bit of voice work here and there.
Well, the thing is, I tweeted out a post saying on Twitter saying, "Hey guys, I found a solution to YouTube demonetizing videos," and then I figured, well, gee, I should put my money where my mouth is. Actually, like, you know, put something out there on Amazon Video.
Would be interesting to see.
Then.
I mean, heck, we could just take a handful of 2 hours of videos we've done, just put it on there.
I'd probably be the only person that would buy it, though.
No. Excuse me.
Well, I'm mostly curious just how the process works, really. I don't really care about the money.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, since I'm playing about agent mode, everyone goes down super easy. Yeah, and yes, it is a trap. Also, I remember significantly less people shooting at James Bond when he tried to go into the hotel in the movie. .1911s are cool and all, but you know what's cooler? An Uzi.
Were the guards stupid enough to walk into the doors in the,
Yes!
Okay.
The AI was pants on head retarded sometimes. What do you know? I actually was able to hit something with the Uzi.
You see my nice gun here? I'm sure you've seen the other guards go down. Okay, I should stop. I'm terrible.
Wait, I thought you weren't supposed to shoot everyone.
They become shootable after you talk to Felix.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, this is how they gate the mission. The mission script marks them as non-hostile civilians until you talk to Felix, and then they become hostile. It also unlocks the door that gates the mission progress once you talk to Felix as well, which is this door right here.
It's a
Revenant.
prevention. It protects against sequence breaking.
Revenant, you gotta click on the bell and then set notifications to on. That'll let you know when you go live. Or when we go live, I mean.
Oh yeah, sorry about that,
Subscribe and click
Revenant.
the bell. How's it going, Revenant?
So I picked up some kind of hotel key. It's the key to the 5th floor. That explains why the 5th floor said you don't have a key for this area yet.
I love how it zooms into his watch when you pause the game.
You know what's even better than an Uzi? A Tommy gun!
Of course.
Q, did you
Especially
promise
with
to
the drum
give
barrel.
Revenant a nudge?
I did, I completely forgot about that. I must apologize. Wait, that door's locked?
At least you found us.
A 100 bullet drum magazine is totally overkill.
Beautiful.
I wonder if these lamps are made of explodium.
Hey Q, what do you want to do for Halloween?
These lamps are made of explodium.
Can you take advantage of it to kill guards more efficiently?
No.
Oh well.
As for what I want to do for Halloween, I have no idea. I always suck at Halloween.
Oh, he paused a 3-hour Eurobeat mix just to see us here.
Okay, let's narrow it down. Do you want to watch a movie or a TV show, or do you want to do a stream on Halloween?
Okay, which key did I get here?
Okay, that's strange. I don't remember the part in Goldfinger where you walk through all the hallways.
And shoot everything that moves. Yes.
This is a game adaptation after all.
Well, I got the hotel key. That's what's important. I'm gonna go up to the ninth floor now.
You gotta give players something to do after all.
Also, this has tech demo syndrome, where they're like, well, the original game never had levels this huge. Let's just make a level this huge because we can.
It runs, but barely.
You know what's even cooler than a Tommy gun?
A rocket launcher?
2 1911s akimbo.
Dual wielding is always fun.
Ah, there's the maid key.
Well, the maid made it through okay.
Jill's not gonna make it through, just wait.
Poor girl.
She got jilted.
Oh no, she's solid gold.
Okay, now we're in Venezuela.
I hear their economy's not doing so great.
Goldfinger's probably carrying their entire economy's value in gold right now. Let's see. M16 has received word from Colonel Smithers of the Bank of England, who's concerned that Art Goldfinger may be smuggling shipment of gold to ports in Zurich, Amsterdam, Caracas, and Hong Kong. Reconnaissance has shown heavily militarized security forces patrolling the 3 of the 4 locations, making their presence a cause for alarm. The slightly more disorganized Puerto de la Guaira is the best of available options. You know the procedure. Search for any signs of gold inside the warehouses. I don't care if you have to pry open the crates and crawl inside them on your hands and knees. And don't forget to raid the offices for shipping records. Anything that can tie directly to Goldfinger will allow us to pursue our investigation further. Listen up, 007. While you're familiar with the other homing devices, our newest model is rather special. These clever little bugs will be able to relay back their coordinates to us in real time. Simply pull back on the slide to activate, then stick it to whatever you want tracked. Yes, it's MI6, sorry. I'm only giving you enough for this mission, so don't go putting them on just anything. My assistants have better things to do than follow around your old flames. Why is it that you always get to travel to these exotic locations, James? I can't even recall the last time I walked barefoot on a beach or enjoyed a day at the spa. If it wasn't for all the whizzing bullets, I might just submit my resume for your position. Okay. So what were my objectives again? I can't read all those briefings and remember the objectives. Collect gold samples, retrieve shipping records, don't murder the civvies. Oh, another nighttime mission, great. Oh, they got the costume right for this level, too.
That's good.
Oh, if I get in the Aston Martin, it ends the mission. Okay. So, I guess I can't get in the Aston Martin yet? I can count the frames per second. At least for this one isn't so dark. That's a funny looking alarm bell.
Well, that guy didn't last long. Revenant says James Bond is probably solely responsible for Pinko's thinking that silencers make guns quiet. He also adds, TFW once accepted this frame rate as playable.
Yeah, well, this frame rate is a bit especially unplayable. They're trying to make levels that are bigger than this engine.
Than this engine was intended to be able to handle.
Exactly.
It kinda cut out there, I hope you don't mind me finishing your sentence.
Now, Perfect Dark would totally dip down to this frame rate. I'm not doing so well here. I'm probably gonna die shortly.
Proceed with caution. If only you could eat the food on the tables in order to heal, but this isn't that sort of game.
Well, the only thing that could help me right now is body armor, and I don't know where there is any.
Maybe there's some behind the crates.
Hey Q, guess what they did in France today?
What did they do?
Q, do you know?
I know a bunch of people got stabbed.
Oh, I guess it didn't work then. They banned cars.
For real?
Just for today. In Paris.
Oh,
It was
for
probably a
fuck's sake.
response to a whole bunch of people getting stabbed.
I think it's funny, they're taking the ban assault trucks rhetoric too seriously.
They don't realize that it was meant as satire?
I wouldn't say satire, but...
Well shit, they're retarded.
yeah.
I don't see any gold samples in these trucks.
To think that Joan of Arc stood up for those people.
Whoa, there's some Z-Clash.
Whoa!
I can tell that those doors aren't real.
Well, they made it too obvious.
I bet
Maybe
blowing
they'll
up
fix it in a future version.
I bet blowing up these alarms is an objective on the harder difficulties.
Let's hope none of them played Carmageddon back in the day. Never mind, they just blame it on Grand Theft Auto if they were gonna do that.
This is actually
Man, I
a
need to-
gold. This is a variation on the Goldfinger theme in this level.
Nice.
I just noticed that it's all brassy and it's playing like it has hints of the actual Goldfinger theme.
Oh, Zulu warns that the Alps level is laggy as fuck, so get ready for it.
I'm gonna have to play this level again probably.
Fake doors, get your fake doors right here. Are those barrels explodable?
Yes, one just blew up in my face actually.
How are you still alive?
I shouldn't be. I'm on borrowed time basically.
Ah.
I'm just trying to get my a feel for this level as much as I can before I have to restart
Before you have to start over, yeah. I was thinking you could have exploited that exploding barrel to make things a bit easier for yourself, but
They take too many shots.
that's unfortunate. So it's easier just to shoot the guy directly?
On this difficulty, yeah, because they go down in very few shots.
Ah. On higher difficulties, the exploding barrels would take fewer shots?
No, but they take more shots.
Oh, the exploding barrels take even more shots on higher difficulties?
No, the guards do.
I was asking about the exploding barrels.
Yes, those exploding barrels take the same amount of shots, but proportionate to the guards go down in one shot, so there's no point trying to unload a magazine in an exploding barrel. But on the harder difficulties, where the guards take more shots, it becomes more worth it.
Uh-oh.
I don't know how I'm alive! Why am I still alive?
Luck. Your luck stat is probably at around 10 or something.
Oh, well, that's bad.
I meant by Fallout standards.
No, I think my luck ran out.
Oh dear.
Alright, time to hit that reset button.
Wow, that's an odd graphical glitch. Did the game crash? Even the game engine is explosive. Zulu warns that he flew out of the level once.
Okay, so don't touch the tubes.
Understood.
Oh, now that's sneaky. That's sneaky as heck.
What sneaky? Are we gonna see it in a moment?
Yes.
Oh, that, huh? You picked up some gold.
freaking odd job wouldn't have been so bad if they'd actually got his freaking height right. They got him mixed up with Knick-Knack, and Knick-Knack's like a midget.
Oddjob was freaking huge in the movie.
Hey, Yokon.
Zulu wants you to play Time Splitters sometime.
Okay, now I have to retrieve the shipping records.
Zulu says that the shipping records are upstairs on a desk.
I had a feeling that it would be. Okay, now I just have to get out of here, right? Go to my Aston Martin?
Objective B completed.
Apparently you can escape on a boat, or you can just take your Aston Martin. That's cool that they give multiple exits from the level.
That's really nice. Does it have a separate animation for each exit?
Yes.
Nice.
Obtain design schematics. Escape and refuse truck, and minimize non-military casualties. Inside the shipping documents recovered from the port of Venezuela was a series of crates being delivered to a manufacturing facility in China. Q Branch has strong concerns that the declared components could potentially be used to construct nuclear devices. While the containers in the Goldfinger case are still being tracked, you won't be going on another holiday. It has come to our attention that a Chinese factory may be in the process of building nuclear weapons. Confirm whether or not they have that ability and stop them if they do. Speak with whomever is in charge about that. You're authorized to use lethal force against armed security only. No harm is to come to the technicians on the site.
Zilly says that when you talk to that chink at the end of the conversation, disarm and rearm.
Why would you do that? Up for a little mischief, 007. Cooling systems are typically installed on factory machinery to prevent overheating. If you can look at their coolant controls and bugger with them a bit, it will grind production to a screeching halt. Between the fried circuitry and broken gears, they could spend weeks in disrepair. Talk about throwing a wrench in the works. So I'm looking for some design schematics, and then I'm escaping on a refuse truck. Okay.
Zilly says that it's because the Chink will ask you, "Why should I listen to you? You are unarmed," and then Bond will mutter, "You're wrong," and will follow with an awkward pause, and then he'll open the safe.
Oh good, body armor, I needed that. Oh shoot! I'm not supposed to kill that guy. Well, I just shot him in the hand.
As long as he's not dead, you're fine. There goes the Puka, jumping the Kalashnikov, says Revenant.
That's a security camera. I bet on a higher difficulty I have to destroy those things or something.
Oh cool, it is destructible. Zilly says to go to the end of the hall, and at the last door there's a key. Take the key to the locked door at the very end of the hall.
Give me a moment.
Okay.
Shoot, I killed a civvy. I'm having the hardest time not... I wouldn't make a
You're
very
having
good
a
one.
hard time not shooting civvies?
Never
Yes.
mind, someone's in the bathroom.
Okay, I got the key to the boardroom.
Revenant and Yotikon points out a casual portrait of Mao in the background. Zulu said to disarm and rearm, and you missed the opportunity there. Zulu, it's QQ playing the game right now on actual hardware, so...
Wait, what did I say?
I was talking to Zulu.
No, I mean, Zulu said that's exactly what I said, Rain. What did I say?
You didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
Zulu's just been a little confused this stream. Okay, you can disarm soon. Zulu says to disarm at the end of the conversation. And then rearm instantly afterward. He says to rearm now.
How do you figure this stuff out?
Zulu's probably played through this a few times.
I picked something up. Planet access key. Oh, I know I need to go now.
Zulu says he's put 50 hours into this hack, has beaten it, and unlocked everything.
This looks really safe.
This is the safest place to have a gunfight, of course. What could possibly go wrong? Zulu also says he's got a ROM hack that you're gonna want to see.
Uh-oh.
Called Oboe Eye. And then Revenant notices you all pack. Oh whoa, what's this?
Oh, nice big exit sign. Thank you, exit sign.
So if you shoot one of the toxic nuclear waste barrels, does the whole building blow up like in Half-Life?
I don't know. It depends if it's scripted like Goldeneye. In the original Goldeneye, in the chemical plant level, if you shot one of the barrels, the whole level would fill with gas.
Hmm.
So it's a furry-themed GoldenEye hack then? Zillia? Hey Serpico, what's up? Is that guard wearing body armor? He seems to take more hits than most.
You just have to take into account that these are cheap Chinese knockoffs AKs, and so they're super inaccurate.
Ah. Damn those filthy chinks.
Looks like someone had a failed experiment over in this corner of the building. Good golly.
Is that safe to swim in?
No.
Also,
I thought not.
now, flawed. But you said earlier was not advertiser friendly.
Why do I care? Zulu's offering to send you a mega link to the places for the hacks he mentioned.
Good, more body armor.
Ooh, nice, dual wielding. Revenant says he thinks Rob was working on an InfoWars-themed Doom WOD, but he could be wrong. Someone needs to make an InfoWars game for the Sega CD, for real.
Working on it.
Cool. Also, someone needs to tighten up Trump Doom and add an X Canada.
Ugh, excuse me.
Those are not nuclear. This is very nuclear right here. You can't get much more nuclear than this.
You're nuclear!
Dude, don't shoot your gun in here! What are you doing?
Careful not to shoot those. This is the Info War.
Do that, and you'll advance to the next level.
Oh, good golly, that sounds just like
the
it.
Info.
Holy crap.
Revenant says if someone honestly did make an InfoWars Sega CD game, he's pretty sure Alex Jones would send people to play it.
Okay.
He used that Sega CD style cutscene someone did as an ident.
As a what?
Stoke Park is an exclusive country club featuring one of the finest championship golf courses the world has to offer. Rumor has it that Goldfinger himself, a longtime member and golfing enthusiast, has recently taken over ownership. Nothing on the subject has appeared in writing, meaning physical proof of a financial transaction is a necessity.
We need to return the golf club to Donald Trump.
We've been able to link the two crates you tagged back in Venezuela directly to Goldfinger. They were delivered late last week to one of his factories in the Alps. With Goldfinger staying at Stoke Park, we figured it would be the perfect opportunity for you to meet with him in person. Just don't use it as an excuse to improve your golf game. This is a serious encounter, one that could dramatically affect the outcome of your mission. Goldfinger scheduled the tee-off with Mr. Richardson this morning. Of course, we can't allow them to engage each other now, can we? Got him off in the locker room area. If he offers any resistance, you have the Q seal of approval to slap him around a bit. You've also been giving a camera and your standard phone tap. I hope by now you won't need an explanation for either.
Oh sweet, they got your seal of approval, Puka.
Golfing, James? Is that the game where grown men dress in ridiculous clothing and use a wooden club to smash around a little white ball? I'll never understand your boyish traditions, James. Okay, so I have to incapacitate Richardson and photograph some financial records. I can do this.
Alrighty. Revenant is hoping that there's a golf club as a slapper weapon.
I think you might be in luck.
His face almost looks like a triangle.
I always go into my golf clubs shooting everyone.
It's a great way to practice your swing. If you can shoot them before they notice, it's a sure sign that you'll be able to score a hole in one.
I don't know if I'm even supposed to be shooting everyone, but it hasn't failed the mission yet, so...
Well, they're already trying to kill you. These guys don't last very long.
Yeah, it's because I'm on the easiest difficulty. We decided we're going to do it on easy modo first, so that then I can get a hang of it. What the levels are like, and then we can go the harder difficulties as we see fit.
Sounds like fun.
Also, this is a bit more realistic shotgun than usual. You can shoot across the room, and
And it would still kill targets?
just fine.
Yeah, video games tend to exaggerate how close range the shotgun is sometimes.
Okay, Q. Pro tip: if you're uploading a ROM file, use VoidCat and not Catbox.
Why?
Because if you upload it to VoidCat, you'll get, or no, if you upload it to Catbox, you'll just get a bunch of garbage because it'll try and open it in your browser.
Oh, just put it in a zip.
Too lazy.
Also, this is yet another
the hard way, Rain?
This is yet another variation of the Goldfinger.
Hey Kota, we're live!
Oh no. People's watching me. Whatever will I do?
Joining the shenanigans, maybe?
I will call you with...
And yes, these guards have M1 Garands and M1 carbines.
Nifty.
Is it pronounced carbine or carbine?
I'm used to hearing it pronounced carbine.
Or carbine, or both. Carbine, carbine, they're both technically correct pronunciations. Though usually we pronounce it carbine down here.
Resonance asks how you pronounce turbine.
Well, that's what I needed to photograph. I just took a random guess, and I ended up finding out right.
Well, here's the problem. That kind of shit don't fly because every word can be pronounced differently.
Zulu says that in the next level you can get a golf club for a weapon. And it's just a retextured hunting knife.
So I've done objective B. Now I need to find where this guy is in the bathroom and punch the heck out of him and take his clothes, his boots, and his motorcycle.
Yeah, but Zulu, can those run on real hardware? Those mods you're talking about for GoldenEye 64?
I like how in the previous level they were super sensitive about me not shooting the nuclear scientists, but this level they're like, oh yeah, all those country club guards, have at it!
It is kind of funny, isn't it? Zulu keeps telling you to photograph a book that's upstairs.
I photographed it, I already did.
But yeah, which one was trying to bring up the carbine pronunciation thing?
Me.
Well, not someone was responding, how do you pronounce something a certain way, and I have a simple response now that I think about it. Do you pronounce it's serpent? Do you pronounce the word serpentine, or serpentine? Odds are I'm thinking that this is just one of those regional dialect things.
Revenant says nameless guards and henchmen are the red shirts of the 007 canon.
No shit, but here's the difference. The Asian ones can survive occasionally. Whereas if you're a red shirt, I'm sorry friend, you're dying at some point. I hope you live a good life in the meantime though. Bye, my friend! Be right back.
Well, okay, that was the end of the level, and I wasn't supposed to go there yet. Let's try this again. I am completely lost in this place. That was a little glitchy. I have to find the room first. I found the room.
Excellent. Care for a drink? The bartender inquires of the madman mowing down cards with an M1 Garand in one hand, says Revenant.
Yeah. That bartender, he's just seen it all before, and he's like, oh, whatever. Now I need to find the stairs. Now I have to leave the clubhouse.
Everybody.
Hey Fab, we're live.
Fab, we're streaming, so advertiser friendly. This is a Christian stream.
What's your plan?
QQ is playing Goldfinger 64, a ROM hack of GoldenEye 64, and he's playing it on real Nintendo 64 hardware.
Does it feature a boss lady that happens to be painted solid gold?
No, but the one lady who in the movie did get gold.
Goldified.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try this again. So, the one lady in the movie who got painted solid gold in this too. Surprise, surprise.
Yep.
This is the best way to go into a golf club.
Wait, do you also get a chance to one-hand wrestle a chick in a stable? Did we remember to mod that in?
No.
Oh.
Wait, was that Goldfinger?
Yes. I mean, you guys already watched it. You forgot that important scene where Sean Connery seduces a lady, then then he has a judo fight with her, and then he defeats her, and then they have a romp in the hay in a stable.
Oh, yes.
So they don't have a level where it's just that?
I haven't got that far in the game yet.
Oh.
I'm at the golf club right now.
Ah.
Except in this golf club, I get to shoot everyone.
But if you're in the golf club, shouldn't one of the stealth weapons you have available is a golf club?
Next level, apparently it is.
And Revenant points out that the Garand is pronounced Garand.
Garand. And yeah, in that case, the latter pronunciation is the only fucking correct one.
Okay.
Track Goldfinger's car and then escape from the club. Oh shoot, I forgot to read the briefing.
Fuck it.
Well, I kind of need to because I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. Alright, let's try this again. Finishing up on the 18th hole, Bond busts his opposition by a single stroke. Frustrated with his own performance, Auric exits in the green and heads inside the country club to change back into his regular clothing. Security was then instructed to remove 007 from the course permanently. Now that was a silly move, Bond. You should have let Goldfinger win the match. He's a man who isn't used to losing. You do recall that Simmons fellow he was playing cards with back in Florida? His body washed up on Miami Beach not 2 days later. You can expect to receive similar treatment if you don't wash your back. Really, sometimes I think you get your jollies by putting your life in jeopardy. Gone and upset
He's not wrong.
Gone and upset the overachieving millionaire, have you? We'll know where he goes sobbing to once you plant a Homer on his beautiful automobile of his. Be careful. Be careful not to scratch it with your car keys, though. What a shame that would be. And unless you enjoy being followed, I suggest disabling those other vehicles in the car park. The limit mines you were supplied with should help let the air out of their tires.
What'd I miss? You finished the level.
A hole-in-one is the last thing you should be thinking of right now, James. You should be more concerned about not getting any holes in you. Please get out of there quickly. Sorry, I'm reading the next briefing. Basically, I gassed the guy while he was in the locker room, photographed the plants, and then got out. Goldfinger met me, and we decided to play a game of golf. Since I beat him, he's now fucking pissed off, and he's telling everyone that I should be killed. I need to plant a homing beacon on his car, and then find all his henchmen's cars and plant limpet mines on them.
Be right back.
Is this his car? No, I have a feeling his car is going to be really distinct.
Crying Freeman any good?
What did you say?
Is Crying Freeman any good?
Here's my answer to you. Yes, 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 and yes.
Okay.
Crying Freeman is the best damn wigged out pulp comic that Kazuo Koke has ever made, next to Off Red. And if you read Off Red, it's super crazy.
Send me a link, I need to check it out sometime.
Man, you expect people like me just to give you things on the plate. Come on.
I gave him something.
Wait, wasn't there like an anime adaptation?
There is an anime adaptation, but I would kind of recommend. Well, yeah, the anime adaptation is pretty easy to find, but I recommend kind of reading the original novels if you can, because I think they're still in print by Viz.
Fair enough.
Basically, Kazuo Koke's Crying Freeman is, as I say, it's basically a Hong Kong gangster action movie on acid. Imagine a gangster team and a whole bunch of folks.
No, hold on. Q, your push to talk key is on. Thank you. If that was you're saying.
So basically, it involves everything from the Zodiac, a superpowered ancient mafia gang in a triad gang in Hong Kong that even has their own personal fleet of submarines, and it just escalates from there, and it's a lot of fun to watch. The other series that I would also recommend for Kazuo Koke is Off Red, which basically starts with a Japanese high schooler who's like the best in track and field and is about to go to the Olympics, and then it secretly turns out that he's been genetically raised by a group of Supermen from Babylonian times.
What's the name again?
Off Red. That one was briefly in print, like the Comics One imprint, which kind of dissipated after the early 2000s. But I might be scanned somewhere of it. But it's a pretty fun series to read.
Okay, this one I'm having a little trouble finding. It's now giving me the red Pokemon book.
Oh, hey, I think I actually showed Rain an anime music video
there
of
it is.
a Laserhawk synthwave track featuring footage from the Crying Freeman anime adaptation. That explains why the name was familiar to me, even though I'd never seen it.
You never seen shit.
That's the synthwave music video I was talking about.
Don't need to find my Aston Martin.
Anyway, Fab, do you think you can get me some more eyes on this? If anyone you know reads older comics, I'm trying to get an idea of what sort of the canon would be before Watchmen and Dark Knight Returns came out and kind of screwed everything up.
Having narrowly escaped from the country club with his life intact, Bond follows the homing device signal to Southend Airport. There, he discovers that Goldfinger's private jet is already being prepared for takeoff. With its destination unknown and the signal offering limited range, 007 must catch a plane in order to close the gap.
Have a good night, Revenant.
Goldfinger is scheduled to leave the country today, Bond. Find out where he's going and stay after him. The control tower operations maintain a record of all air travel in a detailed manifest. Once you have it in your possession, you'll be able to locate the lieutenant inside the terminal. He has authority to book you on any flight, even if it's already well filled. If you're lucky enough, it may even be first class. My main concern, 007, lies with those pillboxes stationed outside the airport. You see, they were installed during the Second World War, and have remained there ever since. If Goldfinger had any hint of being followed, he may have ordered his thugs to keep guard from there. I might just have the goodies hidden in the trunk of your car, though. False bottoms and high explosives make for a wonderful combination, wouldn't you agree? Here's to drinking martinis in the sky, James. Locate the manifest, get the ticket, and board the plane. Am I taking out airport security? This is for making me wait into those long lines and for x-rays and stuff.
This is for doing such a shitty job, TSA.
Tab, you still there?
Fab? Oh, that's good. You found some body armor there, Q. You're not the only one who dual wields, apparently. I take it she's a mini-boss?
Oh yes, but because I got her, now I can dual wield.
Nice.
Did you accidentally kill a civilian?
I did, but don't kill the civilians. It's actually not an objective on this mission.
Oh, okay.
Shoot, okay. Well, I exited the level too fast. Let's see if I can get it right this time.
Welcome,
Oi!
Bill. We're live.
Hey. Oh, hey, what's going on, people? I didn't realize that you guys were recording. Oops.
We're streaming Goldfinger 64.
Oh.
It is
Wait, you mean
a
Goldfinger?
ROM. No,
No,
it's a ROM
Goldfinger.
hack of GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Yes, really.
Gibbs, give me the links. Also, on an unrelated note, who was it that was like trying to hook me up with a crazy white chick? Because the thing I was working on kind of fell through.
I don't know.
Nobody. Okay. I think it was Michigan.
Wow, the AI is starting to dual wield here.
Yeah, I met someone with dual 1911s, and now I have dual 1911s.
Yep. Because who doesn't love dual wielding?
Okay, there's the manifest.
Oh, good, you found it.
Alright, so Goldfinger 64. What is the difference in this ROM hack?
It's no longer GoldenEye, it's now the plot of Goldfinger.
And the level design is very different too.
So, new level design, and it's actually a send-off to Goldfinger.
Yep.
Yep, new level design, new guns, new music, new plot.
It's a total conversion, basically.
Neat.
New sound effects for the guns, even. Here's melee. Okay.
And it runs on the actual N64 hardware. Barely.
Huh.
Because that's how QQ's playing it right now, on real hardware.
Do you have the stream link?
Nice. Yes, I'm watching it right now.
Sweet.
I gotta get up early in the morning. Sell hemp and CBD and CBD accessories.
I sell marijuana and marijuana accessories.
That is a lie. That is slander, and I will sue.
Arriving in the Alps, Goldfinger is trailed along the winding mountainous roads. While stopped at a fruit stand, shots were fired from a would-be feeble assassin. As Oddjob rushes his employer back into their vehicle, the woman dashes to her convertible and speeds off. This is exactly what we needed. Some girl going off half-cocked at our target. She's just made herself your top priority, Bond. Track her down and find out what she knows. You have a certain way of doing things with the softer sex, so I'll leave the method up to you. She's obviously had a bad history with Goldfinger, and any further intel can only strengthen our case against him.
As I was about
With his safety now in question, Goldfinger will no doubt be stepping up his level of security. I wouldn't be surprised if you start running into roadblocks or checkpoints from here on out. And if your previous encounters are any indication, there'll be more of the shoot first, ask question later variety. Except this shooting may involve heavy weapons or turret guns. Keep your head on a swivel, 007. You should know better than to pick up hitchhikers, James. Even the pretty ones.
Well,
As I was about to say, so basically, Bill, what you're saying is you're going to try to sue me for slander when I'm stating mad facts. When are you going to sign up for the Evil Legion of Evil?
well, first and foremost, I can honestly say I am not selling marijuana nor marijuana accessories. I'm selling hemp and hemp accessories. Hemp has 0.3% THC in the entire plant, making it not weed. Hemp is a legal term, as is marijuana. The actual name of the plant is cannabis.
Hold up here, son. You just needed to fight Templar on this old-fashioned rhetoric. You would have just said, yeah, so you want me to send you a few grams? That's all you have done.
Okay, look at my name. Look at the name that is on display here. Okay? Now, what is currently not legal in the state that's in my name, good sir?
Okay.
What
I get
is
your point? I get your point.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
I'm still
saying.
surprised that they can't use the stream here as evidence in court.
Oh, like I said, my shit holds up in court because once again, all the products we sell only have 0.3% THC, making it perfectly legal in the state of Kentucky and on a federal level. So, yeah, we're good.
My Aston Martin driving skills are not very good.
Wait, were there driving levels in the original GoldenEye, or is this new?
There were only tank driving lessons.
Oh, so in other words, yeah, this is pretty new.
Yes.
Although,
I like how you're able to run over the guards.
Although, fun fact, the state of Kentucky will be voting on medical marijuana in the next legislation session. Which is a good thing.
I'm stuck.
So,
You can't reverse?
No, you can't.
Ooh.
so who wants to try and find a way to abolish the FDA?
Not gonna happen in our time until we finally have the glorious revolution that allows us to establish the anarcho-capitalist commune of the United States that implements coin as its national currency.
Oh, come on. If we can, if some jabroni can introduce legislation to ban the EPA, surely someone can introduce legislation to ban the FDA.
Why are we trying to ban the FDA exactly? To the point of something?
Because they are an evil institution that actually has done everything they can to poison this country, to get us hooked on some of the gnarliest fucking opioids you can get your hands on, and then when you can't afford that shit, you turn to fucking heroin. Oh, and the shit that actually can help you better than the opioids, that's Schedule 1.
Yeah, that's the DEA's jurisdiction, but I'm down with banning the DEA's now.
Yeah. DEA has one purpose. You gotta fight the futile war on drugs.
Yeah, well, you're fucking doing. I would like to see the head of the DEA and all the former heads of the DEA charged with manslaughter on all the counts of people who have died of heroin overdoses.
All the people who died during botched cop raids.
That too, just straight up combine all the manslaughter shooters and all that shit.
Yeah. Fuck them all to death.
Yeah, that's Steve Mill's policy. Fuck them all to death.
Hey, we got 15 people watching. So there's gotta be a few anarcho-capitalists out there.
Excuse me. Pretty sure the Puka is an anarcho-capitalist
No.
at this point.
Isn't he like a libertarian capitalist?
Libertarianism is a pipe dream.
Libertarianism is dead until Gary Johnson has been gassed.
Gary Johnson is incapable of running for, the presidency again. He is a two-time loser. He can't do it.
So is Hillary, but that isn't going to stop her.
Hillary has more money than Gary.
Well, here's
Okay,
the
fair
thing
point.
that I think you're. Here's the thing I think you're missing, and it's really the key point to all of it. And it goes like this. Gary Johnson has ruined the Libertarian Party to the point that if they don't purge him and all his supporters from their party, it's going to be dead in the next couple of years.
Yotikon says Pukatarian capitalist.
Well, here's the thing. The Libertarian Party has never had a shot anyway because they never got off their ass and put together a local ground game. I mean...
Well, there's that too, but it's a case of it's real hard to do a ground game when the guy you keep pushing for presidency is a jackass and doesn't treat it as an opportunity to build a
Templar, here's an idea. What if Gary Johnson, okay,
is a fucking plan to control opposition?
even better, Gary Johnson, hey, Hillary.
Well,
Think about
policies were basically diet Hillary.
Exactly. But what if after Gary Johnson loses, okay, he does a sex change. He gets in touch with some guys from Area 51 and take a few years off him. Then he decides he's going to win by taking the DeLorean and going back in time into the 1960s, and then figures that he will win to implement said agenda by getting married to Bill Clinton in Arkansas.
Oh, no!
Well, that's one way to disable Tilly's car.
But here's what's probably really going to happen. In the next couple of years, Hillary's actually going to keel over, but we'll never know it. Gary Johnson is actually going to get in on this action, and he's going to have his brain transplanted into Hillary Clinton's body. He will become Hillary.
Oh dear.
It's going to be a combination
What happened
of
to your car?
the old Frankenstein movies and Get Out.
Oh, no!
It's going to be the
Okay,
exact same
so-
procedure from Get Out. That's exactly
So,
what's going to happen.
so, what you're saying is fucking John McAfee will do his crazy gringo thing and become an 80s/early 90s action hero to stop
I'll
this.
be right back.
That would be the shit.
Alrighty.
Complete with the ultimate fast wave soundtrack.
Something I need to look up: when the primaries for the Republican Party are in Kentucky.
Let's see.
Guess who's going
I
to be
gotta-
throwing his name into the ring?
Who?
Come on.
You?
Damn Skippy.
Hey, man, just make sure you run on the fucking platform of fuck Mitch McConnell.
Well, you see, that's basically the plan, is to just throw as much shade at that old bastard as humanly possible, and hope like Christ someone more competent than I, shows up to the party to actually take over. In all likelihood, that's not going to happen, and I'm going to have to fucking beat Mitch McConnell, take the nomination, and uncuck Kentucky.
Yep.
Godspeed, Bill.
That's my fucking, that's gonna be my platform. Uncuck Kentucky. My mama's gonna
Godspeed,
be
Bill.
so mad at me. Be like, oh my god, you're running as a Republican. I'm like, well, you voted for Hillary. You have no moral arguments against me, mother.
Hillary is, for all intents and purposes, the incarnation of immorality.
I don't care. I just let them all to fuck off and
And of
die.
course, that
I just think she
okay,
should
May
be put
20
in
of
old
two-
folks'
wait.
home.
I'm
I
back.
want her under the knife of the guillotine.
Lock her up!
Welcome back, QQ.
Okay, let's see what I'm doing here. Auric Enterprises Incorporated has one of the leading foundries in all of Europe, featuring advanced smelting systems and a state-of-the-art laser cutting technology. Their Geneva branch has become a main supplier of metallic parts used to construct factory machinery. This is the heart of Goldfinger's operations, Bond. If anything fishy is going on, it will most certainly be taking place here. Find Auric, see what he's up to. He may not be alone, so keep a lookout for anyone who might be with him. They could prove just as guilty as he is. I should need to remind you that this is a shadow mission. Stay out of sight, and for heaven's sakes, make sure their surveillance doesn't get you on tape. Clearly, Goldfinger isn't just shipping ingots from place to place, which means he must be melting his gold down somewhere into some other form at the foundry. Figure out what molds he's using, and snap a photo or two of them. And if they're up to playing the saboteur, why not try damaging the smelting controls? With the equipment unresponsive to their commands, they'll be forced to shut down. Just another fly in the ointment, old boy. Things are getting awfully hot there. Try not to burn yourself, James. Identify a foreign partner, sabotage smelting controls, and then escape into the forest. I can do this.
Your impression of Moneypenny is so hilarious, QQ.
You would say that.
It sounds very silly.
Okay, so this is a stealth mission, which means I have to shoot out all the cameras.
Just like System Shock.
I'm just sitting here looking over to see who's fucking running against Ted, who's a seat for the Senate in 2018. And dear God Almighty, let's just see who's running. We got Dan McQueen, the fucker who was only mayor of Corpus Christi for 37 days before he resigned. And then we got Stefano Di Stefano, a man who I swear to Christ is a dead ringer for Martin Shkreli. It's fucking scary.
Yeah, trying to get information on running against Mitch McConnell is kind of hard. They don't want me to know how to do this.
Well, I suspect there's a fucking method to fucking putting your name on the primaries, so fucking head down to your local courthouse or something and say, hey, I want to run for Senate. How do I do that?
I want to
Or
run for
something,
Senate.
I
I want to run as a Republican, and I want Mitch McConnell's job. How do I do this? Not even joking. I've got the fucking perfect platform too. Cut Congress, cut the pay. Cut everybody's pay in the Senate and in Congress. These assholes have been getting paid to do absolutely fuck all for the last, how many decades now? I think it's time that they had a fucking cut in their goddamn pay.
Oh, Bill, speaking of midterms, give me a sec.
Donald's not up until 2020.
No, not that. What do you think of that?
Oh, apparently my main Twitter account got locked.
So you can't look at it?
Oh, I can look at it because this isn't my main Twitter account. This is the Team Salmon Twitter account.
Okay.
Nice.
I was actually thinking the same thing, Serpico. Some stealth mission. Does anyone remember what I'm supposed to be doing? Identify the foreign partners, sabotage the smelting controls, and then escape into the forest. Okay.
All right, so we have the midterms with the Democrats, but doing the usual sleazy shit that they do. There's one thing you need to remember. If you're, knowing that the Democrats or the SJWs and their benefactors want you to vote Democrat, do as much as you can to throw shade at the Democrats. Make sure they're known as the new Tea Party. I mean, after all, MSNBC...
I don't like punching right, though.
It's not punching right.
It is when you compare them with the Tea Party.
Oh, you mean the corporate astroturfing funded by the Koch brothers and the military-industrial complex and the mainstream media? Once again, these are the same sort of idiots, just with a different, color palette. Nothing more.
Here's the thing. Not Flawed. I mean,
Bill.
Rain and Bill. I think the issue is that Rain is. Rain, I can see where Rain is trying to come from by saying not punching right, but I would rephrase that as not. I would rephrase that as making sure you're punching the right, if I can rephrase it that way. It's that one of the things you got to remember, Rain, is who keeps pushing to say don't punch right most of the time.
QQ.
Use.
No, it's actually the Spencer types who say that the most often, I would say.
Jews. Gotcha.
Yeah, so there's two interpretations of that. I think that there's a better way to word it. Let me pause so that I can talk about this for a moment.
Alrighty.
A better way to say it would be to say don't punch because someone's farther right. That doesn't mean if someone's being an incompetent asshole that you can't take them out.
Exactly. And here's the thing. Incompetence is not a bipartisan issue here. I mean, this isn't a issue of the left is only stupid and the right is, incapable of any wrong, or vice versa. No, there's enough retards to go around to, start taking shots at. I mean, if you're are you really gonna tell me that someone like fucking Ted Cruz is more noble than Elizabeth Warren?
Yes.
I'd
because
argue.
He actually stood up for the internet.
Both of them? No, they didn't.
You
know what?
yeah,
Ted
Dave.
Cruz did.
Yes,
I have
he did
video
for 5
proof of
seconds.
this.
He did for 5 seconds, and he said, "Yes, I'm going to sign this bill that makes it illegal to criticize Israel." Fuck Ted Cruz. The only reason he pushed that goddamn save the internet bit was because he knew good and goddamn well that nothing was going to happen. Also, this is the same guy who literally took Comcast's dick straight to the fucking balls to actually kill any form of free and open internet.
We want net neutrality gone, though.
No, what
Okay,
you
Bill, I'm gonna put it this way.
This is so
If you
close to the
honest
movie.
Christ, if you, honest to Christ, think net neutrality is what you think it is, then you really haven't been paying attention to what the
I
game
know what they
is.
want. I know what the Democrats want when they say net neutrality.
Have you
want-
seen IA's video on it?
Yeah, and I'm fully okay with. And IA's video on that was digitally assured destruction. If they're going to keep pushing for this corporate
They
censorship, and then we burn the whole fucker down and give the ISPs exactly what they want. Now, their ideas of net neutrality, or what they're selling, is free open internet, completely, immune to censorship, which is the exact opposite of what they're pushing.
So my whole sense, Bill, is why bother playing the charade of that's what they're doing and call it that, when really that's not what it's about.
Because, good
Bill,
sir.
I'm gonna fucking tell you what exactly will happen if you ever got what you wanted. You'd have yet a bloated arm of government that the fucking ISPs would take over, and then write the entire rules in such a way that Comcast and all the rest of these assholes continue on absolutely unaffected, and all the new regs are just applied to the little guy that might have a chance of taking them out, if only it wasn't because their goddamn regs killing them.
Then
That's
here's
what
what you
happens
do.
every fucking time we do this. At
Except-
what point do we stand up and say, no, no more? This doesn't work.
Okay, so you're gonna tell me Ted Cruz is, intentions are noble when he's actually in the
No.
power. Okay, all right. So once again, this
But
is
it's
not.
a case of I don't care about what Ted Cruz's intentions are. I care about what the effects of what he would be pushing leads to.
Yeah, and you know what the effects of what Ted Cruz is pushing will lead to? Exactly what you were just talking about. Corporate America having absolute control over speech and information online. The Democrats want the
Dude.
exact goddamn thing.
I'm gonna
Although-
put it this way. Until you need to understand one thing about Teddy, and one thing only. He goes where the goddamn crowd takes him.
So he's
Now
Hillary.
not quite. It's a case of he goes where the base thinks they will drag him if he tries to resist. And unfortunately, Bill, most of the base is still Israeli firster Jew cocksuckers, okay?
Then
You
and
gotta
then fuck
grasp
them.
Point being is that you can never ever tell me that Elizabeth Warren is not worse than Ted.
Now they both signed the exact same legislation. They're, it's the real question is who's going up on the post first. That's the only question I have. And I was like, okay, who do I really dislike the most? You're both going to die, figuratively speaking, metaphorically, fantasizing here. This is my jerk-off material that you're getting a hold of, ladies and gentlemen. You see? Templar's over here just panting with excitement.
Take your foot off the pedal.
Sorry.
Mentioning lynching politicians, and Templar's like, oh god, oh yes, just say more. Just say the words.
He's really waiting on the day of the rope, man. Really
dude,
waiting on the day of the rope.
You have no idea how many people on Grindr are also waiting for the day of the rope.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking give you a spoiler alert. Me and Bill are probably going to be the assholes with all this. Who like everyone's like, oh dude, what do we do? And me and Bill show up in a truck, like decked out with everything. We're like, get in, no time to explain.
We're going to DC and we're gonna have some fun with our new friends.
Could we try and not get this stream investigated by the Department of Homeland Security?
Implying we're not already on watch lists for this kind of shit.
Implying that the NSA, dude, has not marked us down as a threat to national security, and we're not being fast-tracked. Being cancer, natural disaster.
Implying that the CIA isn't already plotting, coming up with ways just to fuck with us in our downtime.
Implying they don't already have plans to make us all look like we committed suicide by 5 shotgun shells to the back of the head.
Implying evidence hasn't already been planted somewhere to try and link me to Pizzagate.
As for video on net neutrality, that's gonna be a mess.
Okay, here's what you need. You want a free and open internet? Here's what you do. Pass a law that says your fucking web host cannot outright ban you due to your opinion. Hate speech is protected under the Constitution. If someone like Google says fuck you, fuck you, England, we're gonna boot your site because we don't like what you have to say, they should be taken to court over it, and they should have to eat that fucking bill and reinstate the site.
That's
going to
ban.
have consequences that you.
Like what? What will be the consequences?
Well, for one, you're going to have to bake the gay wedding cake. Figuratively speaking.
I don't care at this point. Look, at this point, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I want one of 2 things. A, internet's completely deregulated and decentralized, so it's like, you don't like Google's network, get your own. Or alternatively, we nationalize the entire fucking internet like the goddamn highway system. Just quit fucking around already.
No, I'm
Instead, what we're left with is a half-assed measure that has the worst of both areas. And
Why are you trying to karate chop an old lady?
Because
do it!
Because I saw what happened in the movie. She tries to kill me.
That and she's a boomer that's been leeching off of your taxes.
Also, I think she's immortal.
Oh. Well, in that case, whip out your dick and just smack her in the face a few times.
I am mortal. I haven't sung in blood of kings. Okay, I'm sorry.
We was kings.
I have no rival. No man can be my equal.
But yeah,
I angered an
seriously.
invincible old lady, and now I'm gonna fail the mission.
Well, Rain, since you put it that way, bringing up the gay wedding cakes, there already is legal precedence to say, fuck you, Google. No, you cannot take down Stormfront because you don't like what they have to say.
No, but the trick with the wedding cake thing was that they made it into a protected class issue.
Yep.
Which turns into a civil
why
rights
Nazis
issue.
are not a protected class. And
I think Puka needs to explain what the hell's up, because I don't think he quite get.
Yes, actually, that's not a bad idea. Let me just put on a pair of pants and go smoke a real cigarette, and I'll be right back. That day of the rope talk got me a little too hard. I got a little excited. I got to put on some pants now, kids. This has been Inappropriate Talking with Uncle Kentucky. Brought to you by the Anthony Weiner Trust Fund.
Zulu says that Grandma is immune to bullets.
Who needs bullets?
Grandma is immune to bullets, apparently. Because
In this
Grandma
game.
don't give a shit.
Well, then it's clear what you have to do. You need to dust, you need to dust off her cooch, bruh.
How about you get the katana and slice her head off?
There we go.
Edge is so sharp.
And then you'll unleash the power of the quickening.
This isn't Highlander. It doesn't work like that.
I was joking, okay?
Also,
Okay, here we go. Now we have to retire her.
Ooh, MAGA hat.
Also, Claude, don't ever make mention of the sequel again, or I will slap you. And I'm being legit.
Well, fat bitch
now.
named Bridget when I'm done.
What sequel? Do you mean the TV show?
No, I mean the second one.
I never saw the second movie.
Dude, The Quickening was just horrible.
It was mentioned
Yeah,
in the first
but then,
movie.
But then
and-
if they make a fucking sequel and explain all that garbage and oh dear God, just
And it was also mentioned in the TV show. I'm not mentioning the movie. I'm not mentioning the second movie.
Wolves are a protected class under the Endangered Species Act, said Yoke Khan.
That's good for you, Rain.
only certain types of wolves and only in certain fucking ranges. Learn your
What about an
conservation.
eastern timber wolf?
I don't know. I'd have to look to that one. Why the fuck my Bitcoin's not go? It's been several hours.
Well, why don't you?
take?
But Templar, why don't you just roll your own bitcoins?
Fab, I'm being legit. I'm trying to send $23 worth of Bitcoins into an exchange to buy some fucking new currency, okay? Leave me alone. I'm trying to make some money here. Coinbase is cucking me.
Nope, the eastern timber wolf was eliminated from the Endangered Species Act.
In before it's because the eastern timber wolf is in fact extinct.
Zulu says, your mom is on the Endangered Species Act. Oh!
He talking shit.
Alright, so here's the briefing for the next mission. Outside of Auric Enterprises, Tilly Masterton prepares to make a second attempt on Goldfinger's life. While approaching the building, a silent alarm is inadvertently triggered. Having realized her error, Tilly aborts the mission and flees into the nearby woods before security can close in on her position. I thought you had already dealt with the woman, Bond. Now she's gone and alerted everyone at the Foundry to your presence. They'll have even more men guarding the perimeter since her being discovered. Get after that girl, and don't let her slip away this time. Who knows what trouble she'll cause next. Be on the lookout for tripwires rigged up amongst the trees. Setting one off will only send more of those Korean soldiers to your location. You should be able to spot them if you keep your nose close to the ground. As for any turret guns, excuse me, it's best if you just concentrate on taking out their operators. The guns can't fire on their own, after all. You can be thankful that sort of technology doesn't exist yet. It does by GoldenEye's time. An attractive young woman clad in black, slinking around in the night with a firearm. This must be a dream come true for you, James. So I have to retire the gatekeeper and activate the gate. They did a remarkable job duplicating the set pieces, and oh my gosh, this frame rate's terrible.
Well, hang in there. And yeah, the frame rate is terrible.
How is it terrible? This is like, it looks like the Slender game for Unity.
Hey Placebo, we're live. Are you watching the Goldfinger 64 stream? Okay, good.
Actually, for a second there, I thought you were saying the Splendaman game. So, in that game, are you like running around the
here's a
bakery
question.
trying to find actual sugar because they replaced all the sugar with nothing but Splenda?
Oh, you got the cancer sugar, huh?
It's not pronounced sucralose, it's pronounced sucralose!
Oh, sweet cancer.
Well,
AKA
everything-
an evening on B.
Yeah, but everything gives you cancer nowadays. And it's not just cigarettes.
Do you know? Yeah, it's almost like.
Well, it depends if you're in California or not.
Well, I mean, it's almost like the Federal, Food and Drug Administration has absolutely no interest in making sure that the crap we eat is not fucking poisonous.
I am
Well,
completely
do keep in
and
mind,
utterly
apples
fucking
do contain
lost.
cyanide.
Well, that's like how everyone used to make sassafras tea, and then they realized that sassafras is a fucking neurotoxin.
Meow yourself, cat. Shit. It's only 10:42. Nice.
East Coast?
Eastern Standard Time. Yeah.
I'd say West Coast, West Coast, that's just not true at all.
No, it isn't. Templar touching himself to the day of the rope again over there. Nothing? Probably should find the tag. That dead air.
It seems like the stream is kind of having trouble loading.
Works for me.
Works for you? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not having any problems over here.
Hey, Bill, what do you think of the 30s?
30s?
Yeah.
I mean, that time where everyone was broke, and Venezuela was kind of going. No, the 30s kind of blew. That was also during Prohibition, if I remember correctly.
Okay, folks, crazy theory. Fun theory.
Someone replaced Bill with a cuckold.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
The writing was solid, but tell me, do you like waiting in bread lines, Rain? Do
Okay.
you like having to take a wheelbarrow full of worthless paper just to get one loaf of fucking bread?
Wait. I wanna hear what Fat has to say.
Okay, I had a weird conundrum. Crazy theory. What if, at some point in the future, they tried to fix the diversity problem in EU because they can't send people back to their own screwed up countries? They just send them back in time or dump them into a parallel universe.
Parallel universe might be more plausible.
Because I always had an idea for a story once where eventually it was, some guy from the far, far future ends up time traveling back in time and ends up discovering why there was a huge population being in the first place was because a whole bunch of people from a previous alternate future were basically time traveling back, and then that's what caused the baby boom.
Well, you still wouldn't be solving like the main moral problem they put forward with doing that, right?
Yeah, like they're running away from their problems.
Well, no, it's like the issue isn't that like the reason they can't send them back isn't that it's war torn. It's because they would be away from European resources.
That
guess the
door
argument is already
opened the
brought up.
wrong way.
Alright. So, Rain, you're asking me what about the 30s. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, it's not like, a shit ton of communes started popping up all over the country.
Well, the thing is, the culture that we had from the 30s, at least everything I've seen of it, is just better than what we have. I mean, who knows? Maybe the harder times they had then produced just a better culture to...
Hard times make strong,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
probably. Yeah, I give you that. Because
actually,
shit
here's-
sucked. Everyone actually had to nut up or die.
Actually, I'm
I'm
gonna.
I'm not exactly jonesing to go back to the fucking, dark ages.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying we should... I'm not going to say that we should take all the medical advancements we've had since then and throw them in the garbage. Of course not.
Actually, let me put in something of importance. I think one thing that people are always forgetting when they're glamorizing. Look, there are some very, very good things that I would legitimately say sort of came out of that time period, which was the rebirth of a sort of stoicism that had almost died after World War I. The unfortunate downside is, after World War II, that stoic culture was pretty much all but snuffed out by choice by anybody who had served in the military. It was pretty much gone at that point. Everyone was just tired and everyone just signed up for whatever bad alliances that they had. It's the biggest issue about some traditionalists is sometimes they forget that if they actually look at the history of certain events that have happened in the past, that they tend to forget that even your heroes are heroes because they have feet of clay. And one of the things that's important not to forget is that, when I see someone like VDare put out, a picture saying, look at this neat organized picture from the 1950s, I'm the first to say, dude, I learned a lot about how people learned in the 50s by going through a family tree. And this is a staged picture. You should not be using a staged picture that was set up by a professional photographer in the 1950s as a dictum for what that era was like. That's a dishonest way to look at the time. You need to see how everybody lived. Like, I've seen some interesting stuff. Like, there was a set of pictures which showed the Soviet Union in the 1950s, just after, basically that had been smuggled out by a CIA agent. And at the time, you look at that particular period of time in the Soviet Union, shit sort of hit the fan, but it doesn't look like it's hit the fan just yet. Everyone looks kind of normal and ordinary. You don't see the crazy excesses kicking in until a bit later in the 50s, when things really start going kind of bananas. And it's sort of like...
What's going on?
Talking about decades.
Yeah, and it's kind of like it's the same thing with the 1930s. In some ways, the 1930s was no more... the 1930s in comparison to the 1920s, it's not a... They basically, both of those eras just kind of bleed into each other. I mean, was there some excessive stuff going around? Yes. Maybe if you were in a couple of major cities where that was happening, but if you were outside in the countryside, which is where a lot of people still were at that point, you wouldn't have seen much really change.
Shine runners.
Yeah,
Where do you think
yeah.
NASCAR came from?
Yeah, but the point is, with a couple of, I sometimes, what was it, Warren Ellis once said this, that a lot of technology that people sometimes just assume, if they've been born later, was just always kind of there, or just suddenly appeared. That's not how it sometimes appears. I mean, he was mentioning at one point where his grandparents lived. They didn't get central heating until well into the late 80s. But for some people in North America who grew up with it, they just assume that it's always kind of been there. They grew up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. But there are spots where, Razorfist has volunteered where they're just getting electrical poles in the United States.
In Kentucky.
Oh, shoot!
Yeah. So, I mean,
Tilly got gilded. That didn't happen in the movie. Tilly got shot in the head in the movie.
Oh.
Hmm.
Anyway, you were saying.
So yeah.
So I mean, the key thing is, every decade has its peculiar ups and downs. There are some trends that might happen across a series of decades that are really horrendous and awful. But the secret is not to over-romanticize things because of one book you merely read about the era, or seeing a series of, professional photographs that may or may not have been staged. You have to take a look at, the oeuvre. You have to remember that sometimes some regions of the world can swing wildly from one state to another. I mean, look at the nature of what the Ottoman Empire was like. What the Ottoman Empire was like after it imploded, and what's happened to certain Middle Eastern countries with their flirtation with modernity. And seeing how, in the post-colonial era, how a lot of that imploded real frickin' fast, depending on where you were. Because, a lot of people take these pictures and they say, yeah, look at how advanced, Afghanistan was at this time, and look at how modern they were. But what people forget is, that might be the Kabul area, but once you walk outside into the hinterlands, some of that technological advancement never came there at all, or barely came there. So by the time that they had their civil war...
This is an exact duplicate of the set. Oh my gosh, it's really a duplicate of the set.
That's cool.
Yeah,
So
Beautiful.
back to 30s that Ring was talking about. Let's go over the pros of the 30s. You had pulp entertainment actually, having its heyday. The Shadow was probably the biggest thing on radio. The American comic book industry began in earnest. And yeah, that's basically it. Everything else kind of sucked.
Okay, now what about films? 30s were the year you had Dracula. They also,
Okay,
yeah,
the entertainment, Hebrew Wood did pretty well in the 30s. Also, we want to talk about Hollywood in the 30s. Okay, let's talk about Baby Burlesque. Let's talk about Shirley Temple and that. I mean, watch some Shirley Temple films from the 1930s and tell me that wasn't some degenerate shit going on at the time.
well, that one you're going to be kind of tied with today if you're going to go that route.
Oh, yes. I mean, and there was the main difference between, back then and now, back then, that was relatively well accepted in Hollywood. Nowadays, you throw on toddlers and tiaras, everybody on Facebook's going to have a fucking shit fit.
Shirley Temple was better or worse than 8-year-old drag queens?
Worse. Actually, I would argue it was fucking worse. Because, yeah, 8-year-old drag queens is toddlers and tiaras with little boys instead of little girls. It's still fucking disgusting. Shirley Temple is more, even more so because it was relatively well accepted and promoted by the main, by Hollywood. Matter of fact, Shirley Temple was, still a very well-known icon in film. And her shit was, fucking promoting pedophilia.
I've honestly never seen any. I'll take a look.
Oh, look up Baby Burlesque and then have a gallon of
Turn on
bleach.
safe search.
No. Just look up the baby burlesque films and watch those.
Or no, I don't mean safe search. I mean incognito.
Yeah, definitely do that. Have a couple of proxies up while you're at it.
The views and opinions of this stream are not the views of this channel, blah, blah, blah. You know, you get the drill.
Or just go on YouTube and look up Pedowood, and that will actually, the video discussing the baby burlesque films will be one of the first things you actually see.
I heard there are a lot of pedophile rings on YouTube, but I didn't really look into it.
Yeah.
Hi,
Probably.
amazing atheist. Well, okay, in fairness, he can't really be held responsible for what his fans do.
What are you talking about?
I
know
think
about the banana.
we're talking about doing something completely different here. I mean, we're talking about this shit like the weird-ass videos on YouTube that showed up where you had a bunch of 12-year-olds being grabbed on and tied up. Spider-Man and Elsa videos were par for the course in that shit.
I heard that was
I would
either...
not have known what to do there if I hadn't seen the movie.
I did two things.
Mission 7, Louisville. What? The fuck's my hometown doing in this mod?
That's where Goldfinger has his stud farm. Did you miss the mission briefing?
Wait, so the stud farm is in Louisville, Kentucky?
Yeah, it's actually a Kentucky Derby theme for part of the movie.
It has been such a long time since I've seen Goldfinger.
They drink mint juleps and everything.
Oh my god. That explains me, man. I was grown on the fucking stud farm. My bad.
Yeah, I heard a couple different ideas about those Elsa and Spider-Man videos. One of them was that it was actually some of that, weird stuff. Another one was that it was just like exploiting child psychology for YouTube monetization.
Yeah, once again, when you got, even fucking Tosh.0, the dude who, fucking shows off cringy shit for a living and laughs at it. When you got dudes like that saying, we probably should call the feds now. Some shit has gone down. When Tosh turns into Chris Hansen, something is going on.
I'm surprised to see Tosh on TV. Like last time I saw him.
It's just weird that, I don't know what the hell's
Oh my
going on
gosh!
with
I could peek through the building into the room just like in the movie.
But yeah, like I said, the 30s had some really good films, the Universal monster films to be exact. But once
It's
again,
a nice touch.
Charlie Chaplin was that era, I think.
I think I might have a few Charlie Chaplin DVDs.
Charlie Chaplin was from that era, right? Correct?
that doesn't really help your case. I mean, Charlie Chaplin is overrated. I'm sorry, folks.
Well, okay, let me put it to you this.
He
Would
was
you say
grabbed
that
up
Charlie?
by-
No. Would you say that Charlie Chaplin is funnier or not as funny as what's his name? Happy Gilmore, that guy. Or Pixels, I mean, obviously, because the modern stuff.
Adam Sandler?
Thank you. Yes, Sandler.
Adrian Flip-Flop?
A train wreck filled with nuns, children, and fucking ponies is funnier than Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah, that sounds hilarious.
Yeah, Red Skeleton was funnier than Charlie Chaplin. Both of which were vaudeville, proteges. From Serpico, I am honestly disgusted with this pedo shit. Yeah, you should be. It is disgusting.
Very much so.
Yeah. But it just goes to show that Hollywood has had this problem for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm back. What's going on here?
Empire, we need to spend more time with Bill.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Well, no, you do. Well, me too, but yeah.
It's a case of we're still alive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're still alive. Fuck it, let's do
Okay.
this. I mean, why you say I need to hang out with Templar more?
Because he's more red pill than you.
I don't even think it's that. I mean, it's a case of saying you're more red pill.
Okay, yeah,
That's not what it's about. It's about, do you just accept things you're told, or do you actually try to figure out the truth of the matter? And part
Reigns.
of that is rejecting whatever premise other people put forward until they put forward a convincing argument.
Which is something you probably should work on, Ray.
I'm better
Oh.
when do it working and writing in Daily.
Oh yeah, I mean,
think the
you
problem is
bring up
Reigns.
the pulp, the pulp shit that was in the 30s, and a few decent comic books, and some good movies to say this decade was pretty solid. But you also forget the fact that we had fucking red lines and communes popping up all over the country. People were starving to death in the fucking streets. This was Bernie
Who planned those
Sanders.
deaths?
This is
No, hold on.
Bernie's
Who planned those
fucking,
deaths?
fat material.
Who planned those deaths?
What?
Who planned those deaths?
FDR wasn't even in office at the time.
1933, bro. That Depression era lasted till about the beginning of World War II, bro.
It lasted up until our involvement in World War II.
Hold on. Who's Tecum's Tukaka? And what the heck did I just say? Nah, I don't think so.
Well, I don't know then. Ow.
Whatever.
Ow.
Templar, you'd be a good voice
And
for a
there's
platformer
another
character.
reason why we bring up why 30s were shit. We bring up communism and all that shit, and the fact that FDR was in office for a good chunk of that. Granted, he was trying to help, but he still promoted fucking communism at the end of the day. People still
His
die.
New Deal was a whatchamacallit.
A fucking patent medicine, snake oil, basically mercury in a bottle.
For those at home, why don't you explain why?
Because at the end of the day, the New Deal really was nothing more than we're going to introduce some central planning into the economy, we're going to introduce some welfare programs, and basically just unleash upon the country a whole lot of shit that makes it look like we're doing something, but really all we're doing is probably fucking it up even more. I mean, keep in mind, a lot of the shit that was the Great Depression was a whole lot of things going wrong all at once. There wasn't any one singular event the government could have focused on to fucking prevented that shit.
Huh?
And I will just up and say that all those fucking programs were the beginnings of all the other programs nowadays that are costing our country trillions of dollars annually, and they're contributing to the national debt, which is going to tank us in the long run if we don't fix it.
Yeah. But nobody in DC is interested in doing that. They're more interested in, passing sanctions against Russia just because, my conspiracy theories, whining and pissing and moaning, virtue signaling, saying you can't criticize Israel. That kind of shit.
How are they going to stop you?
I like
$1
these at
million
the pass.
fine if you're caught. Think UK hate speech laws.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is why I keep advocating for the fucking removal of Jews
Oh,
from
shoot.
American politics.
I like these that build a pass, I think. I'm thinking it's pretty much unanimous.
Yeah, can't really go that far, but you can make it as unappealing as humanly possible to get any blue blood in office. Once again, cut these fuckers pay. Make sure these assholes, we're already paying for their fucking housing.
Whoa!
These assholes are living in a goddamn condo on my
They
tax
did the
dollars.
cutscene where all the gangsters get gassed.
Hey Q, can you move the TeamSpeak up a little so you can see Templar?
Yeah, we can
What?
see them.
What's going on?
His name is a little cut off.
But yeah, you want to get rid of the Jew? Make fucking, public office a minimum wage job. With a shitty apartment in DC.
Ban usury.
Or you could just, ban Jews.
Yeah, once again, can't do that because citizen of the United States, you can run for office regardless of
I
race.
have a very simple answer to how you can do it. Fucking make the simple argument that the Jews are fucking traitors to the country because the way they've been acting, their loyalties clearly lie with a foreign power known as the State of Israel, and if they want to fucking help Israel, they should fucking renounce their U.S. citizenship and go back there to fucking up this country,
Yeah, you see, but here's the thing. Why stop there? Why not? Why instead of saying, "Oh, well, you're Jewish and you're, shit's, aligned with Israel," fuck that. We can go with a whole bunch of other politicians that have been bought out by Israeli lobbyists and cut even more fat from this fucker. Be like, "Oh no, you have." Yeah, exactly. Once again, discrimination only focuses on one problem. You apply this, you apply the standards across the board, and you cut away so much more bullshit.
Okay, so let's see. During his escape, 007 is caught by Goldfinger's personal guards. Bond is allowed to remain on the surface as an esteemed guest at the ranch, under the watchful eye of Pussy Galore. How is M briefing him? They were out of contact during this part of the I won't question it. Your unique talents with women might come in useful here if you can persuade Galore to switch sides and work with us to thwart our employer's grand scheme. It's a bit of a stretch, but it's the best shot we've got. Your old CIA chum Felix was able to follow the signal put out from the Homer in the sole of your shoe to the stud farm. He should be waiting near the gates to receive that intriguing little gas canister for lab analyzation. Since you won't be needing the homing device on your person any longer, we might as well put it to good use. That object fellow is going to be leaving the ranch. Why not see where he's off to? I've done a little background research on Galore. She's an accomplished pilot who heads her own aerial stunt company called the Flying Circus. And though she may not quite look like it, she has her black belt in judo. This is a hardened woman, James. Even your charms may be impervious on her.
Placebo. Every time you get a lot of Jews and homosexuals in one place, you suddenly have a pedo problem. That needs more research. I'm not gonna say you're full of shit. I'm gonna look into that.
You do that.
Yeah, I mean, because once again, that's may not entirely be wrong. Granted, it's
Now you should look into
usually
you should look into the portion of incidences of child abuse and how they fare with those two demographics.
But yes, also, Yote Khan send the entire modern Republican Party to Israel. Now it'd be the entire modern Republican Party and a good chunk of the Democratic Party, while the rest of the Democrats would go to fucking Saudi Arabia. Hey, as Templar said, you show loyalty to a foreign power over this country, fuck you. Get out, or go work for them and get the fuck out of office. That's one way to clean house.
And before they try to use that to deport Trump to Russia.
Once again, they have no proof. And they
they can cite numerous articles across the mainstream media.
And then everyone else can say, no,
everyone else
there was
doesn't
no
matter.
evidence. Well, if they want to start the day of the rope, hey, let them. I am 9 kinds of down with this shit.
When are they going to send Obama back to Kenya?
Once again, no one was able to actually prove it.
In fact, didn't Trump's son, Trump Jr., prove otherwise?
Yeah, Trump actually came out and said, nah, he's not from Kenya.
No
Deal with
shit. But here's the thing that I will always bring up. That garbage started because of one fucking picture of him in fucking Kenyan fucking
With the fucking turban.
attire.
Yeah, the turban and the
which
red,
is part of the state officials thing. But here's the thing. It was posted on the Drudge Report, and Matt Drudge said the source was the Hillary Clinton campaign, and the Hillary Clinton campaign never denied this. And then later on, like according to one of the memoirs of one of Obama's personal assistants during the campaign, at the end of it all, Obama went to meet with Hillary Clinton, basically called her out on her shit over that, said that was totally unacceptable, and fucking Hillary, who at this point, in the assistant's own words, had been very apologetic and nice, all of a sudden just became unglued or some shit like that. He basically made it sound like she immediately threw a temper tantrum right in front of him after he basically started calling her out on that shit.
Yep.
So, yeah, doesn't matter because for all the claims of a vast right-wing conspiracy, it was Hillary Clinton who was the starter of that shit. Almost as if, like, left will always fucking portray all their fuck-ups as the fault of the evil right-wing, vast right-wing conspiracy.
Isn't that what they always do anyway?
Yeah, but this one's kind of funny because it's the first time where we have clear records that directly contradict their account. Kind of like how now they're trying to spin the Puerto Rico shit as a case of Daddy, Trump hates Puerto Ricans! And really what it is the fucking union that the goddamn fucking local leaders of Puerto Rico ain't fucking dealing with are fucking on strike and not moving till they get paid. So instead of actually doing something to break up the strike or get actual fucking workers in so they can start moving in aid supplies, the politicians in Puerto Rico just want to virtue signal and grandstand about the evil Donald Trump not doing enough to help.
Yeah, I mean, the dude sent $1 million, shit ton of food, National Guard.
Fucking Navy's on site with a bunch of hospital ships en route. The USS Reagan is set, well, not Reagan, but a couple other ships are already entering into the area. But the problem is, no one can move any of the aid supplies because the goddamn truckers ain't fucking driving. All because some union fuckers wanted to call a strike during this whole fucking situation to use Puerto Rican suffering as a goddamn bargaining chip.
Yep.
And all I'm gonna note is that fucking Donald Trump had better just step in and fucking say everyone participating in this strike is gonna be fired if they don't cut this shit out. Because I'm pretty sure, under a national emergency, they can't do this shit.
Pretty much.
But no, instead we have the media all too eager to use everyone else's suffering because I don't like to eat Cheeto Man. Anyway, I'll be fight back and hit some water.
I picked up some kind of key. A key to the rumpus room. What the fuck is the rumpus room?
Inappropriate.
Certainly sounds it. I think we're probably the only stream on the internet where we stream N64 ROM hacks, original hardware, and talk
Cutting out.
And talk about what?
the JQ.
Top.
All right.
Oh, you see, that's the thing. I've never actually read the Jewish question.
Well, the JQ and the gay Q, they're both very important.
There's
I'm
a
not
gay
going to touch
question?
that last one.
Well, of course not, because that would mean actually put your finger in something brown.
Well, not a different type of well.
Dun-dun.
Okay, you have to keep in mind that how do I
Let it out.
Okay, you know the internet
Oh, wow,
meme
it's
traps are gay.
It's the actual. It
Well,
is the
placebo
map.
has a different meaning.
Traps aren't gay enough.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Tell that to the Romans.
They're also pretty transparently gateway to pederasty.
What?
Pederasty.
They have too much neoteny, is what he's saying.
Too young.
Oh, I mean, wow, really? There's more underage traps? Oh, wait, Filipino lady boys. Okay, gotcha.
That was also a problem in Greece, which Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle all heavily criticized.
I thought Socrates was put to death over corrupting the youth.
Allegedly.
Keep in mind, I know, my knowledge of the trial of Socrates is very
the
little.
accusation
But
against here's the thing: the accusation against Socrates was false. He was falsely accused of corrupting the youth and of being an atheist.
I'm hunting for pussy and I can't find her.
Ain't that the
We all
truth,
are.
brother?
no comment.
So, traps aren't gay enough, eh?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
like, at the most like normie level of it, it's draw a girl, call it a boy.
Yeah.
Really? That's all the normies go for? They don't even say,
Okay, Bill, what rock have you been living under?
oh, you gotta remember, I'm surrounded by a bunch of other weird motherfuckers.
He lives in the
Okay.
middle of nowhere in Kentucky, okay?
Have you seen what Felix Argyle looks like?
Nope.
Have you
Oh.
seen what I'm gonna butcher the name, but a Sofal?
Claude's boyfriend?
No. Astolfo is squids.
Eh?
Yeah, he has no idea.
Yeah, I've been buried under work. So I have no
Hey
idea what
there.
the hell.
Hello.
I got no
We're
clue about
live.
you guys. We're live and we're talking about traps and other gay shit. Welcome to the fucking club.
In a negative context.
QQ is streaming Goldfinger 64, a ROM hack of GoldenEye 64, and he's playing Unreal Nintendo 64
We're actually going to
hardware.
go for a roll in the hay? Really?
Pull my finger? What?
I keep wanting to make a joke about IA Jade and King of Pole.
Is it so
Alright.
bad that I wanted to believe in the romance of that couple?
Yes. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It was, you have shit taste in, slash fiction, sir.
How is it slash when it's canon?
Not canon. But what, King and Pole and who?
Oh, no, I thought you meant... Never mind, I thought you were talking
I
about...
thought he said IA and Jade. Did say
Yeah,
IA,
IA, Jade, and King of Pole.
Well, I don't think King of Pole is like in a menage of the three.
Well, no, you're missing the point. Kyuki's playing Goldfinger.
Golden, pull my finger.
No, wrong joke.
I know.
Uh-huh.
Are you aware that King of Pole still does streaming?
Oh,
I don't know if I
Yes.
want to give out his channel.
why do you say that?
Well, I'm saying, I'll let you know, but I don't think I want to make it like publicly known so he gets attention.
Just say, hey, King, I got this friend you really ought to meet. And then it's me. And I will just shit the place up. Shit post, live.
I think the meat I had for dinner wasn't cooked enough.
Oh,
How's
you feeling ill?
Yeah, I suddenly am.
Ham
Oh
tilapia.
dear.
Yeah, you're gonna die.
Is
This
it
has
fish?
been your message from WebMD.
WebMD. Whatever you put in, just assume you're going to die.
Web Mortal Diagnosis.
There you go.
My
You're
stomach
going
hurts.
to die.
My stomach hurts. You have
Like a video
herpes
game journalist playing Cuphead. You're going to die.
I think I should get
Oh.
Cuphead.
Hey,
Hey,
Bill,
in there, Ring.
when are you gonna be around again? There's a stream I want to show you, but we don't have time to watch it tonight.
So, question. What's the difference between a journalist and a pizza?
Pizza can get somewhere.
Pizza doesn't scream when you shove it in the oven.
God,
Don't call them journalists. Don't hold them to a high standard.
Well, here's the problem. Journalist is no longer the actual standard, but the job title. Really, what they
Muckraker?
should be, what they are
They aren't
merely
journalists. They don't do
talking
journalism.
Yeah,
Muckraker?
They don't perform journalism. Call them
They
bloggers.
perform advertisements. Come on. get
Drag
it
them
right.
down to the same level as you and me.
What about
There-
Muckraker? Can we bring that term back, please?
That may be a good one, flawed, but the real truth of the matter
Muckraker is
they're
too positive. That implies they're doing investigative work. Most of them aren't.
Oh dear.
The fact is, they're all marketing.
Shitflinger?
Call them what they are, somebody's nephew.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, burn.
that actually, I like that.
I mean, Q's pointed this out over and over again. When you think the reviews are all based on the social attitudes in the game, it's because if they actually took the time to review the game and give it a bad score based upon its playable merits, they might lose valuable advertising dollars. Remember, you're not the audience. The advertisers are the audience.
And that's
Yeah.
how the industry dies.
I thought it was just because they were subversive,
Not with a bane,
and that's how they speak.
but a virtue symbol.
I mean, like, I was actually really jazzed for Agents of Mayhem because I like the whole Saints Row series. And then I saw who was writing it, and then I saw who was voicing stuff in it, and
Who was writing
And you
for
decided
Agents of
fuck it?
Mayhem?
it's the guy that you're at least not.
That was
Anthony.
what? Yep.
Yeah.
No, basically they brought on the Birch Clan for that garbage, and this big fucking money and slapped in new.
They made it an easy as fuck diverse fest with positive social messages in writing.
Oh, so
And
basically...
it bombed like hell, which is good.
Wait. Ugh. Disgusting. Why do...
It's a propaganda game.
We need a game that basically is a fast food worker from Rallies completely and utterly losing their shit and just going on a rampage.
But
Like,
Hatred's
so-
already out on Steam.
So,
But
you're
here's
saying
the
this
thing,
in life,
Hatred
Mr.
tries,
Kentucky.
Hatred tries to be too serious. Postal is, just you're a rando that's going through your daily chores. Now
Yeah.
this
Put
this,
in the codes.
this would be a case of you've had, the last fucking, welfare queen has broken that straw. You're done with people. You get to fucking throw your coworkers into the goddamn deep fryer, shove them on the, shove them on the fucking grill, feed them to the customers, stomp the shit out of the customers, get the money from them, steal their cars. Just complete and utter mayhem. I guarantee you, every working stiff would buy that fucking game. Yes, I know.
GTA.
GTA.
Bioticon suggests you return to Pussy Galore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Fuck it, man. I gotta go run the store by myself tomorrow. That'll be fun.
Don't run. Take your car, it's faster.
I don't have a car.
Have a bike?
No.
Darn.
You know, that idea for the game reminds me. I think the first issue of that Box Day comic came out. Has anybody seen it?
It's out
Don't
already.
care.
Hey, I got an idea. Let me see something.
I couldn't hear the response.
Let me
No,
check something.
and I don't care.
I mean, I
Because
heard yours.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, Vox Day apparently can't write.
I'm surprised that he couldn't get anybody better to draw it.
Oh, did Linkara sign on for this shit?
Nope, it hasn't been pirated yet.
Hey Zulu, you there?
Well, that's
Let's
still
get
funny as
some
shit.
Archives.
So, Anthony Birch tanked another video game.
Yay!
Trump versus Time Lincoln. How bad is this?
Pretty bad.
Yeah, I met the dude who actually did Time Lincoln years ago.
Oh, hey Squid,
and
how you
my
doing?
exact words to him were, "You ripped this off from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, didn't you?" And he just kind of stood there. He's like, "Maybe."
Well, Squid, we got in a woo right here.
So yeah, I mean, they, no joke, straight up said, "I like this in Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I'm gonna do this." I flipped through the first page, first issue. I was like, "This is cancer."
I have an archive link for you, Bill, and I've highlighted the paragraph of actual importance.
All right, I'll go over it. When are we gonna start hiring Asian kids to figure out Bitcoin hashes?
Around the time that computers get fried, and then we have to create actual paper Bitcoin wallets.
Oh no. We also have some very
Oh,
exciting
no.
news to
Oh, no.
report, which is that a longtime veteran of Marvel and DC Comics has joined the team and will be working with the existing artists to help improve our art production game. Who's this
Boxdale
artist?
apparently has someone from Marvel and DC to
What's with
fucking
all the
help.
outrage over Mika Curtis's video?
Conservative and Mika Curtis is a massive fadget.
Okay, so Fox Day grabbed somebody that has worked at Marvel and DC. Probably an artist. Probably not going to be very good.
Probably janitor.
John Romita Jr.
You hold your tongue when you say not very good at John Romita Jr. in the same
Fuck
sentence.
you. John Romita Jr. is the Kirk Hammett of comics. He unlearned how to draw.
I'm still amazed that's a word.
He unlearned the craft. I mean, if you go back and read Man Without Fear, probably the best JRJR artwork you'll ever get a hold of. And then look at something like his run on Superman or Captain America. It's fucking literally like watching Kirk Hammett play, shit off of Ride the Lightning back in the 80s versus playing it now. Kirk Hammett can't fucking play it anymore.
Listen, I'm gonna give Kurt Hammett some slack though, because when you get old, your fucking hands don't work the way they used.
It's time to cut it up. Even Neil Peart said, "Man, I'm too old for this. Old for this shit. I'm retiring because I don't want to look like a twat on stage when I fuck up." Neil Peart had the damn sense to stop playing when his shit stopped working. Shit, even
Well,
probably
they look at guys like Keith Richards and think they can do what he does, but the thing is, like, Keith Richards doesn't do anything as complicated
yeah,
as
exactly.
what Kirk does. He's just Keith Richards is very simple.
And if you want to also
this is a
look at,
reference. I'll
and
come back
here's
to
the
this in a
thing.
moment.
let's actually look at another comic artist who, speaking of fucked up hands, still managed to keep shit going up until like actually still does decent work.
So
the artist from Teen Titans back in the 80s.
So if I could interrupt about the game for a moment, he just said, Felix just said, "Whoa, isn't Goldfinger going to steal all the gold?" And he said, "No, that's just a myth, despite what books may tell you." What that was a reference to is in the original Goldfinger book, he did steal it all, but he did it more quickly than should be humanly possible. So that's why they changed it to being the nuclear device in the movie, is to close that plot hole. So this was actually a double reference in the game.
That's actually pretty cool. But yeah, shit, this is gonna kill me. Alright. Marv Wolfman and George Lopez. Fuck, who was the artist on New Teen Titans? Anybody in the audience got this?
I didn't even watch the cartoon.
Fuck out of here.
It isn't
Geek.
that good.
Well, Rain, your definition of not that good is vague as fuck. I mean, seriously.
Give me a break. I haven't seen it in like over a decade now.
Yeah, but going with other arguments we've had, yeah, you never really give a pinpoint reason why shit sucks and just throw something out like, oh, cinematography was shit. How?
That is a legitimate reason.
Yeah, okay, but you never really give an instance.
I
And
did.
Say, oh,
the
shaky cam.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's 5 seconds of shaky cam
What do I have
during
to
the
take
night.
do I have to take the movie and put it in Sony Vegas and put little arrows?
Okay, so you got one instance of shaky cam during a.
It was during every action scene in that movie.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I totally remember the camera spazzing out during the helicarrier fight, during the crashing of the helicarrier, during the fight with the council that turned out to be Hydra, and that
I know it
elevator
happened.
sequence.
I know it happened in the elevator.
No,
How about
actually,
that
again,
sequence? How about that sequence when fucking captain is breaking out of S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters and rides his motorcycle over that goddamn hovercraft.
Yeah, that camera just couldn't stand still for 5 seconds. It was like an earthquake. It was like Parkinson's. Michael J. Fox was working the camera. Yeah, totally.
Filmography credits to Michael J. Fox.
You better watch out, Bill. He might sue you for bringing up his horrible condition and defaming his character.
I thought he was a good sport about that, is he not?
Yeah, actually.
I don't know.
Relatively chill, from what I understand.
Yeah, have you ever seen him in The Good Wife?
No, I haven't.
He plays actually, he's great in that show. He plays an antagonist attorney. Like, he has his own firm.
But
And
yeah,
what he does
the couple instances of shaky cam and a knife fight totally negates any form of character development, writing, plot,
The
and
character in that movie was terrible.
how so?
Black Widow.
Compared
He's a
to
bad
That was
character.
the best interview, by the way.
Okay, compared.
actually, that was
Compared
actually
to-
I'll say that was probably Scarlett Johansson's best performance with that character, considering the fact that there was an actual script involved and two directors that had what's that word? Starts with a T, ends with an Allen. But you throw over at someone like Joss, I raped my ex-wife Wheaton, and you get a dud.
Michael J. Fox played an antagonist attorney, and before every trial, he would go
Like
to the
I
jury
said.
and say,
Compared to yeah, Avengers 2. Proof that.
I'll admit I haven't seen Avengers 2. So
That is-
if it's worse, it's worse, sure.
yeah, okay, don't watch The Good Wife. It's an excellent show for the first 2 seasons.
So how the heck am I supposed to escape from here? Is Zulu around?
Okay, so we started this talking about Teen Titans.
Hold on, I'm gonna look up the artist on that because we were talking shit about John Romita Jr. Because John Romita Jr. forgot how to fucking do artwork. Marvel, Teen New, and someone, and John Romita's Danku over here was like, oh, he got old, and you can't really hold that against him. And the artist for the new Teen Titans back in the '80s was still drawing up until like New 52, and still putting out decent artwork, despite the fact that the dude's hands are knotted up with arthritis as fuck.
Oh no, Neil, they've gone way off the movie plot here. This is not how it went down in the movie at all.
Let's see here.
Hey Q, when you're done with this mission, you can wrap it up.
Fuck! What are you talking about? Of course I am.
Well, how can
George
you play
Perez.
this?
Oh.
How are you playing this on the N64? What's the process involved?
You need a flashcard.
Flashcard.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, George Perez, that was the artist on New Teen Titans back in the 80s, who basically his hands have gone to shit due to arthritis over the years, but still can draw better than John Romita Jr.
Takes them longer.
Rob Liefeld is a better artist than John Romita Jr. at this point. Because at least Rob Liefeld learned how to draw fucking feet.
Finally. Only took
Yeah.
them how many decades?
Oh, dude, I was shocked as fuck when I picked up that issue of Hawk and Dove and saw feet on these characters.
They're not standing behind rocks.
I know, right?
Drawn so long. You know, they barely peek out.
Yeah. Yeah, Liefeld actually learned how to draw feet, sort of. He's trying, though. Gotta give him credit. Romita Jr. pretty much just admitted, my art style is, fucking Deadline art style. If I draw slop on a
it's-
fucking page, it's gonna be the page I turn in.
Look, I really hate to turn into a defender for this because you're making an excellent point, but he's also is like making. It was also on like a ton of books. That's, you know, it's great because people loved his art style, but he also didn't realize his own limitations.
Well, here's the thing though. The last really good book he was on was Spider-Man, which Straczynski was writing.
I'll tell you one of the worst artists still out there right now that people actually read and bitch about all the time, but they're going to keep him employed because he makes deadlines and they pretty much traces shit off of Google. Greg Land.
Oh yeah. Remember hear about that guy at one point.
Like, you can... There have been multiple threads that I've seen on some of the image boards where they show the image that Land used, and then they just do an overlay of one of the first Google results. One of them was an old man having a heart attack, and it was Iron Man when he was putting on his extremist armor, his leading edge armor, I can't remember which one.
Oh wow.
But it's pretty much just a trace. So he just does like a digital trace and then he fills in the blanks.
Yep. These are the hacks at Marvel and DC.
Nothing will ever top the one issue of Venom where they literally put in a Warhammer 40k mech figure from the Tau Empire to be a giant robot fighting against Venom.
Wow.
They sketched everything down to the detail. From the symbol on it, it's literally a 100% ripoff.
Hey, Coda.
Did they get sued over it?
Well, we were bitching about comics. Weren't you the one that was trying to hook me up with that crazy white chick?
Only as a joke.
I'm single, so I'll take it.
Talk to Mishka about it. I'm pretty sure that he
Wait.
can direct
You
her
mean
more.
Lovely Doe?
We're not gonna name name 3, but maybe.
Doe, you don't want her.
I'm thirsty as fuck, bruh. I hit Grinder up again. Yeah, just give me.
A furry?
Do I need to get the paper bag out? Remember, kids, beauty's only a light
Maybe,
switch
I
away.
don't know.
That's the thing to remember. Beauty is a light switch away.
Talk about the person that was on the. I'm not gonna name names either, but the person who was on the
I'll name
Teamscape
names.
last night.
Well, like, barely anyone's watching us. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, does she at least got a nice ass?
I don't,
don't know.
From what I understand, they wear a mersuit.
Okay,
Or you should
someone
go for
throw
it,
me
then.
pics or a link to this person's Twitter account.
I don't have such information.
I mean, because Mishka or Coda were like, actually, Bill, they're like, she's like in your neighbor, closer to you. I'm like, I'm talking to this one chick right now, and one chick was like, I just want to be friends. My shit's fucked up, and I'm like, I don't want to be friends. Not happening. Sorry. I want an actual relationship.
You might want to go for this mersuiter then.
Hmm?
You might want to go for the mersuiter if girls are telling you they want to be friends.
Go for the what?
You might want to go for the mersuiter if girls are telling you they want to be your friend.
The mercenary. What the fuck is a
In
mercenary?
honor of National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we lit the at White House pink.
Oh, you know what that
Okay.
means. Okay.
That means someone needs to give Melania Trump something to busy herself with.
I mean, I'm talking to Mr. Kentucky here.
Yes, explain that term, please.
It's a fursuit with stuff for sex.
What is it from the
Oh.
front, right?
Oh, crotch holes.
Yes.
Why the fuck didn't you just say so?
They did.
There's
We
a
did.
whole autistic.
The term is called mercy.
Oh,
At this
You
point,
see-
we thought it was common knowledge what a
No.
mersuit was.
no. When I heard mersuit, I was thinking this chick thinks she's a mermaid or some
No.
shit.
It means they wear their furry outfit while you attempt to do what you want to do with them.
Oh, fuck. Links to this bitch's profile. Right the fuck down. I got some freaky shit to knock off my bucket list. You only live once, folks. Carpe diem.
In before Bill regrets this decision.
Oh, I will. In the morning afterwards. Probably filled with a little bit more self-loathing, then I'll remember, hey, I'm white. Nothing? Damn.
Squid says, daily reminder. Telecanal is a furry.
Who is Telekineo?
Kelly Colonel. Kelly
Denial.
Colonel.
You don't know who
AKA.
Telecanal is?
No, I don't.
He is a filthy antha or a patrol, not sure which.
QQ, I think, declared him the official minister of anti-communist propaganda.
You've never heard of one man Holocaust Telecanal?
No, I haven't.
Why would a horse need body armor? Very good question.
So you don't fucking spear the damn horse.
Squid says Telly is alt-right and a furry.
Alright, I'm looking
Well,
at this
that's
dude.
Telly on Twitter.
I'm looking. I'll find Mishka and give it.
Teliko. You know,
Ooh,
corn,
hold on.
corn.
Drowned chink in the kitchen sink Telecanal?
Felix ambushed. Let's head back to the motel.
Yeah, click that one.
I'm not clicking.
Dan, do you have
Go.
an archive of Ojoy Sex Toys' explanation of what a mersuit is?
No.
Oh, darn.
Alright, so who do you think Box Day is gonna get for alt hero?
Somebody
Kirby.
I don't
with
wanna
no
find
talent.
He's gonna dig up Jack Kirby.
Oh no. Okay, so Telly's a shitlord. Goody.
Oh, he doesn't want to be. He just accidentally ends up being so.
Hey,
And
Bill,
he's
what do you?
hilarious.
Okay, Bill. Let me ask you this: what do you think of the Disney Robin Hood?
Well, I remember liking it as a kid, and then all the
Okay,
weird-
we're gonna watch it together because I want your current opinion of it.
Well, here's the thing. I watched it recently with the little siblings.
The animated one? I
yeah,
don't think I've
yeah.
ever really seen it. Or if
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have, it's been a long time.
Well, the problem with it is it has, it does reuse a lot of the same shots from a bunch of older Disney movies.
Yeah, because of the rotoscoping.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't mind it as much.
Yeah, but in that particular case, it was most of the film was reusing, a lot of old Disney shots. Man, that's it. And although watching Disney Robin Hood now, I'm like, I know where this furry shit came from. You and Sonic the Hedgehog did this.
Nah, Sonic was way later.
Sonic! Sonic is not for sex.
Tell that to A. Sally Acorn.
It's always a nurse.
Dolly, not me.
Yeah, which one was actually watched by millions of kids before people knew?
Which one went longer?
Actually, Sally Ann lasted long.
No.
Sally only exists in the comics and in the cartoon.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're thinking of Sonic X, but you got to remember.
No, I'm thinking of the other Sonic that was 70 episodes long, like Adventures. That was it.
That's the best one.
Oh.
It's very slapsticky. It's
Amy
very
and Sally
fun.
were never in either.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amy is in Sonic X though.
Yeah, she was.
Yes, because it's
It's
trying to set up a story for Sonic Adventure. To explain why Sonic is in the human world.
Yeah, that whole thing. I realized why they made it, and why Chris is one of the characters. It's because they wanted to make a Pokemon ripoff.
Squid says, I don't
Kaban.
like them putting chemicals in our Disney cartoons that turn the friggin' kids furry.
By the way,
I'm sick of this crap.
No, that's
Mickey,
what Squid
so you
said
know,
in
we're
the
currently being streamed.
chat.
We are very streamed right now. We are like super streamed.
That's probably why they
channel,
left.
What happened to the cat dude? Did he just say, "Oh, I don't want to be on the internet"? So you guys are recording me.
No.
You guys are gonna fucking dox me.
you wanna meet the girl?
What if it
You
was
got them into
Dox
your
Bay?
channel.
Huh? What?
Bill, you gotta make an alt account named at Docs Bay.
Oh boy. Temple, are you still there?
Sort of.
When Cube, any idea when you're gonna be able to get Bill the Appendix N book?
Where'd everybody go?
Placebo's probably down there to check out what's going on.
Well, there's some people who don't want to be streamed.
Okay,
And
so
in
I
case-
have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Does anyone have any ideas? It says it won't let me leave until I find the car keys, but I've scoured every inch of this place and I've never found car keys.
I think Zulu left.
Yeah, Zulu left a while ago.
Oh dear. Top Hat says if you were Top Hat Coyote says if you were car keys, where would you be hiding? Top Hat Coyote guesses close to the rumpus room. Yotakon says between two
Nope,
cushions.
nope. So much fucking nope, and nope.
I figured that it would be on one of the dead
Now what?
gangsters that Goldfinger
No,
gassed,
just-
but no.
No, I don't know, but that fetish.
Bill decided finally he does not want to date a furry.
No,
Bill no
that
belt.
would. I'm like, I don't know. She can call me daddy if she wants, but she ain't wearing
Wait a
no goddamn
minute. Have y'all been talking about this on stream?
No,
Yes.
not yet. We are
You're
now.
not really, just he
We're not
asked me the
mentioning no
question, and I
names,
said I
it's-
would have to get you, and you have
No names,
better
no
chance of
names.
getting
Is that
her
it?
to- Yeah.
Okay, to the
That looks
13
like a
people
key.
out there in the audience right now, quick question. If she's cute and she's got a baby
Got
fetish, would you still stick your dick in it?
Wait,
No, it
that might be
depends.
getting English.
It depends. Am I gonna have to wear a diaper for it? Because fuck no, more than likely. But if we can get past that for a little
wait,
bit,
hold on. Is she the one that likes dressing up as the baby, or
I
does she
don't-
want?
I think she's the one. Yeah.
It's probably the baby.
But see, the thing is can we do it without having to do that?
From the way she described it, she likes more being treated like a child
You know,
rather
that's
than dressing up as a baby.
that's kind of the question, Bill. Like, you know, can that part be optional? Can we just opt out for that?
All right, mission
good.
complete. So
Congratulations.
while I've been
Is
streaming Goldfinger 64, our topics of conversation have gone from
Far-right politics.
Do
to
baby
age
fetishes.
play. Okay, so we're running the full gamut here. We've gone from
You know, there's only one thing I've ever been
Furry
geeky
age
about,
play,
and
no
that's
less.
baby furs.
we've
Actually,
gone
age
from
play is very common in the BDSM community too. It's not just, don't pin that one on the furries, Bill.
we've
Well,
gone
I mean-
I'm not putting it
from
on the furries, I'm just saying.
Hey,
we've
very
gone
good.
from
You're like, you're here.
Jewish pedophilia conspiracy theories to age play. That's
Yeah,
an
right.
impressive range. I'm just gonna point
Well,
that out.
it's kind of really close
That's
together if you
quite
think about it.
wild.
It's like full
See,
circle.
that's-
Jews are responsible for age diaper fur play.
See,
It's
we
horseshoe
needed-
theory. This proves horseshoe theory.
I thought this is ring theory.
I thought it was fishhook theory.
I thought it was corncob theory.
I thought it was the theory
dear.
of my dick.
All right. Anyway,
Oh shit.
I'm gonna cut the stream now so that some of us can actually sleep tonight. I'll see you later.
Oh my goodness.
Good night,
oh my
everybody.
gosh.
Goodbye, my friend.
Thanks for joining us.
Goodbye, come again.
Everyone who's still
James
watching.
on an interesting discussion.
It's time for us to say sayonara.